Welcome to Fancy Sense. I'm Fancy. This is my personal finance and productivity channel I started to help everyday people make it make sense. If you are new to the channel, thank you for tuning in and watching. If you're coming back to the channel, thank you for coming back and watching my content. Today we're going to be discussing the second stimulus check. I know we've been hearing a lot of buzz about it, but I want to break down some things regarding the second stimulus check. Today I'm going to be discussing the process of passing a bill through Congress. I'm also going to be discussing some of the bills that have been presented that is getting a lot of buzz in the media. I'm also going to discuss the likelihood of us actually getting a second stimulus check. So make sure you stay tuned until the end so you can know if we're actually going to get a second stimulus check. If you want to know more information about the first stimulus check, make sure you check out my last video I did on everything you need to know about the stimulus check that has come out. Make sure you check that out. Now let's get right into the topics we're going to discuss today. Let's start by discussing how a bill like a stimulus check is presented to Congress and passed. I want to start here so when people see things on social media saying they're about to give us a $50, $500 check, they'll be able to clearly analyze and understand if this what you reading is likely to happen. First things first, a member of Congress introduces a new bill. A member of Congress can be someone from the House or it could be someone from the Senate. Once the bill is introduced within whichever entity, they revise and review the bill and then they all agree on it. Once they all agree on it, then it is passed within that particular entity. Then it goes to the next entity and then they all have to agree on it. And at that point, once the House and the Senate both agrees on it, then they send it to the president. The president can also agree on the bill, but in the event that he doesn't, he can turn it down, and then once that happens, then Congress has the power to override the president. Now this is the short version of it, just so you can have a general understanding of what's happening when you're seeing things like, oh, we're gonna get $5,500, or I heard that we're getting $2,000 checks. This is possibilities because there are politicians that are presenting new bills all the time, but the likelihood of these things passing just depends on if both houses agree. Now let's discuss some stimulus bills that you have probably been hearing about over the past couple of weeks. One of the ones that was presented back in April was the emergency management for the people, and this particular bill was presented by someone in the House, I think. And basically with this bill, it was proposed that they were trying to get $5,000 for families with kids, $4,000 for married couples, and $2,000 for individuals. This bill I haven't really heard anything about since it first came out that it was presented. Probably not going to get passed. If I had to guess, it's probably not going to get passed. The HEROES Act is probably the bill that you've heard quite a bit about here lately because it's the ones that's been getting a lot of buzz. It's made it a whole lot further than the emergency management for the people bill has. So in this one, has some really good components in it. Some of the things that this bill presents is hazardous pay for frontline workers, extension of unemployment to 2021. If you all don't know, that unemployment is supposed to end sometime at the end of June, I think. So that's around that time. So they're trying to extend it all the way out into 2021. Forgiveness of student loan debt, which would be great for a lot of people. Direct payments to Americans, protection for renters and homeowners from evictions and foreclosures. These are just some of the components of the bill. This bill currently has been passed in the House, but we're waiting on to see what the Senate is going to do. But they have already openly said that they are not likely going to pass this bill. They vote on it on Monday. I'm shooting this video on Saturday, the 30th of May. So they're gonna vote on it on Monday, June 1st, once they come back from the extended Memorial Day holiday. Now let's talk about the likelihood of us getting a second stimulus check. At this current moment, the likelihood is very slim. As I just mentioned earlier, the HEROES Act is the bill that has made it the furthest, and the Senate is already shooting it down. It doesn't have the bipartisan, am I saying it right? Bipartisan agreement, bipartisan support, let's say that the CARES Act had. So many of the Republicans and people in the Senate want to definitely see how the economy is gonna hold up or bounce back within the next couple of months once the economy opens back up. So in the near future, we're probably not going to get an actual stimulus stimulus check, but maybe maybe later on in the year they may do a second round. If you have not received your economic stimulus check, the first round that everyone should have received, make sure you check out the IRS website. They have updated their frequently asked questions section, and when you go there, they should be able to answer any of the questions that you have. I have attached the link in the description below, or you can comment and I can try to help you as much as possible. Everyone that has received their stimulus check, I want to know how you spent your money. I spent my stimulus check updating my camera and lens so I could provide you with better quality video and audio, and also just to help in my productivity, to make things a little bit easier. But I would love to see what you all did, so make sure you comment below with how you spent your stimulus check, and if you found this video helpful, and also comment what topics you would like to see me discuss. I'm open to discuss everything. I want to hear what the people want to know as it relates to personal finance and productivity. Once again, I'm Fancy, and this is Fancy Sense, where we make it make sense. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can be a part of the Fancy Sense family. Make sure you hit that like, because you're here to the end, and you know they say only 10% people watching the end. So if you hit to the end, I know you like it, so you might as well go ahead and like it. And since you're here, you might as well just go ahead and binge watch the rest of my channel. Like, yeah, it's gonna be a little different, the old videos, but that doesn't mean you can't watch it. Just go ahead.